You say I'm strong when I'm weak.
Oh yeah. Not even. Little race. I don't know why they did no license.
Everybody's waiting on Robert.
What's that other job? Yeah. Yeah.
Really? No, man, get over here. Get over here. Get away from it.
First they used to do it here.
Hey, Panda? Sure.
Oh, sir.
Panda?
Not very.
All right, how's everybody doing today?
All right, good.
The 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous. 1. Our common warfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. Wait. I haven't been to a meeting in a while. All right, let's start with a moment of silence, followed by a serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Any newcomers? All right. This is our Friday night AA meeting. It is live. Y'all can stay where y'all are at. Y'all don't got to get up here at the podium. Is anyone opposed to vaping? All right. Who you see here, what you hear, let it stay here. Keep profanity to a minimum for our spiritual principles. Our donation basket is going to be passed around. Let's cover our 7th tradition. Contributions will cover rent, utilities, and coffee, sugar, creamer.
Put $1 in and just say a little prayer over it.
How it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely will completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those, too, who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you have decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. As some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4, made a searching and fearless more inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all his defects of character. 7, humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and we were wrong, properly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all of our affairs. Many of us exclaim, what an order. I can't go through with it. Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. These principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapters, the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. C, that God could or would if he were sought.
Thank you, Robert.
Sir. 12 traditions. 1, our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on AA unity. 2, for our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God as he may express himself, and our group coincides. Our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern. 3, the only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. 4, each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or AA as a whole. 5, each group has but one primary purpose, to carry this message to the alcoholic who still suffers. 6, an AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7, every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8, Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9, AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all of our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. I have asked my brother to bring forth the topic.
You want to do chips now or at the end? I got the chips. My name is Bradley. I'm an alcoholic.
So, Bradley,
I've been sober all day today. That has a lot to do with God and a little to do with Bradley. Is there anybody here who wants a desired chip, white chip? This chip won't keep you sober, but it makes you from drinking. Anybody? All right, then we'll go to the 24-hour chip. 24 hours, you made it through the day. Let's see about tomorrow. Nobody? Okay, 30 days, 1 month. Right. 30 days, okay.
Come on.
Come on. What's your name and how you do it?
I'm gonna eat this shit. I'm gonna do it.
Good job, man.
Hang it on my neck.
Go ahead.
Anybody else, 30 days? All right, 60 days, 2 months. Okay, come on with it. There we go. Congratulations, brother. Tell us your name and how you did.
Jaquan Goodall. Honestly, God helped me through it. I really couldn't have done it without him. I was real bad on my addiction,
Right on.
but I had to have a power stronger than myself to overcome that. So,
Amen. Welcome home, brother.
Glad you found it.
Stick around.
Come
All
on.
right, 3 months.
Good, buddy.
Anybody need 3 months? 3 months. All right. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. 6 months. Tell us your name, bro, and how you did.
My name is Adrian. I just came home, that's why I got sick.
Amen.
I got a month out here off.
Hey, it counts.
Okay.
I know I did 5 years and I didn't do a day sober, so that's you did good. Okay, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. Okay, let me jump up to 11. Okay, years of multiple go on the board and they're celebrated the third Friday after the month. If you were sober today, give yourself your higher power right now. So we're going to be on page 98 of it's in Working with Others 98. The second full paragraph. Burn the idea into the consciousness of every man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trusts in God and clean house. Now the domestic problem, that may be divorce, separation, or just strained relations. When your prospect has made such reparation as he can to his family and has thoroughly explained to them the new principles by which he is living. He should proceed to put these principles into action at home. That is, if he is lucky enough to have a home. Though his family be at fault in many respects, he should not be concerned about that. He should concentrate on his own spiritual demonstration. Right here, y'all, this is important right here for us as suffering alcoholics. Argument and fault finding are to be avoided like the plague. Okay, can somebody tell me why argument and fault finding need to be avoided like the plague? Anybody?
Resentment,
Can you say that
Who said that?
resentment,
Yes. And why is resentment so dangerous to us?
because, it's the number one offender who respect to drinking.
That is. Everybody understand how serious that is, how vital that is to your life and your recovery? Okay, moving forward. So argument and fault finding, man, and it takes everything, and I fall short every day. It takes everything in me not to practice this principle with, communicating with the mother of my child these days. And I fall short a lot of times, but, it's progress, not perfection. Okay. In many homes, this is a difficult thing to do, but it may be done if any results are to be expected. If persistent, and for a few months, the effect on a man's family is to be great. The most incompatible people discover they have a virus on which they can use. Little by little, the family may see their own defects and omit them. These can then be discussed in an atmosphere of helpfulness and friendliness. After they have seen tangible results, the family will perhaps want to go along. These things will come to pass naturally and in good time, provided how the alcoholic continues to demonstrate that he can be sober, considerate, and helpful, regardless of what anyone says or what anyone does. So, like today, it don't matter what she does, he does, anybody does. It only matters what Bradley does today. Right? That's it. I don't want to hear nothing about no, it's about what Bradley did and what Bradley's trying to do, because that's all that matters, right? Well, you're number one. You got to be number one in a way to take care of yourself, to be able to take care of somebody else. And I'm still learning that. So, and it's hard for me to demonstrate these spiritual principles with. It's just like. But instead of it was ask God, why God, why me, why are you doing this to me? Now it's like, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? To down and pray for knowledge of His will and the strength to carry that out. That's the only thing I pray for today, because that's the only thing that's that's gonna happen no matter what I pray for. In my opinion, from my God. Okay. Anybody else want to say something on any of that? Elaborate.
I'll start.
Okay.
I'm Michael, I'm an alcoholic.
What's up, Michael?
I've been thinking about this topic lately. I got some amends to make. I got some addresses to look up, some letters to write. And I signed up for a missionary trip about 1.5 years away, Thailand. And they were interviewing me online, and they asked me a question that has been burning in my mind for the past few days. Can you love the unlovable? I've been thinking, about how I used to act, slandering people, talking about people. What I'm thinking is, I think God-given thoughts sometimes in prayer, is everybody has a value, everybody has something to offer. I don't have to look at the bad, these people, everybody has a family that sees the value in them, and And they've been telling me for years, and I'm sure y'all have heard the bad side from your family, and you've heard the good too. But I try to cling to the, not the, ignore the pessimistic side anymore. I try to ignore that pessimistic side, man, and really try to reverse this old way of thinking, man. Because, Chris said one day resentment's like drinking poison, and you don't want the other person to die. And, it's, it's just too much of a struggle to stay angry anymore, and it's just easier to let it go. And sometimes it takes days, but sooner or later it goes away. I find my cancel from others when I have to, like at the end of the day, if I need to talk to somebody when I'm going over my day. It gets easier when you put it into practice. You got that repetition, and sooner or later, you're at the end of the day, you're doing your 10 steps in your bed, and they got paper, you ain't gotta have that paper anymore to review your day. Sometimes I think it's necessary, but most of the time now it's just like a repetition thing. And it gets better when you apply it. And some days are harder than others, but I'm really focusing on seeing people in a positive way, the good attributes rather than values to be potentially share.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Ronnie, I'm an out.
So, Ron,
Mike said something very important that resonated with me about value. And in my past, I valued nothing, man. You know what I mean? I was so down and out and did my own thing. I didn't value friends, family, money. I didn't value none of that, man. You know what I mean? Today, in my recovery, I have a lot of value in a lot of things, man. My job, my future, where am I going from here? What am I doing today? What can I enjoy, man? What can I be excited about? Man? My recovery and everything, man. The values, mom and dad instilled morals and values in all of us. If we had mom and dad, they instilled that. That's what parents do. We suppress those with drugs and alcohol, And so after a while, they start coming out, naturally. And it's something to take a look at, man, because some of the guys here are younger, some are a little older than me, but life, man, is way, way too short, man, to continue on with what we were doing, man. If I can better myself a little bit today, I will, and I do. That's all I think.
Thank you.
my name is John Durham, alcoholic. And it's crazy that we're talking about this. I've been talking all day about my dad and the resentment that I have towards him because of not just recent activity or recent situations, but you know what I mean? Like I had a bunch of stuff that happened during my childhood that I still hold against them. I've forgiven him for it, but I haven't fully given it to God. I hang on to a lot of it. And it's crazy we're talking about this because I've been talking all day about how that initial or the most recent situation that happened between us is messing me up. And yeah, it's just crazy when God puts it in front of you. You know what I mean? And not like I've spoken to existence or anything, but like I need to hear it. You know, it's a good topic. Thank you.
That is fun. My life, I've had a lot of resentment. I've had a lot of grudges towards people. I've had a lot of hate in my heart towards people. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest, I haven't been able to God. There's still some things that I'm holding on to this day that I haven't used God. And I'm trying to work through it and learn how to give it to God first time. And so, like, all the people that I have treated wrong in the past, I'm trying to make amends with them. I apologize for that, but I try to forgive myself and forgive them. Because I know in certain moments in my life it's hard, and especially when you're going through the addiction, it can make it harder on yourself because you make it harder on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody makes it hard on you but you. I realize like I'm the one putting myself through all of that. I can't put the blame on nobody else. So I gotta be willing to overcome that through myself, within myself, and forgive myself and move on from that. But in certain parts of your life, like they get better as you get older and you grow into your new sober life, you grow into your life with God and your walk in faith with Jesus. You have to push through everything that you're holding on to and learn to let go so it don't end up killing you in the long run. You know, I'm glad that I see that now. Okay.
Thank you for Jason, alcoholic.
Jason.
I don't normally share, but like DeAndre said, it's kind of crazy we talk about this because both resentment and family. At the beginning when I relapsed, you know, I don't know, I just lost everything, and then I started seeing my baby mom again, and my 3-year-old, and then I wouldn't stop drinking, so she told me I couldn't see my daughter anymore. That's why I'm here. That's why I traveled all the way from Arizona back home to Texas, then all the way from Abilene down here to San Angelo to get suburbly rest so I could see my kid again. And at first I was mad at her, you know, I was resentful because she wouldn't let me see my daughter. But it's kind of stupid, you know. And I was sitting there at work today, you know, they had no customers. I was sitting in the warehouse in this big ass chair, and I was just staring off into space and thinking about the whole situation. And when it boils down, I don't resent her. I'm fucking sad that it got to the point where I can't even see my little girl, you know, because I couldn't put this shit down and be an adult, get a fucking job. I'd rather fly a sign and go sleep in a tent in the fucking alley. So I need to get my shit together.
Amen. Thank you.
My name is Jonathan. I'm in Dallas, Texas.
What's up, John?
I've been there since Wednesday. I've been doing this ever since I was about 15 years old. And I've been to many meetings, many rehabs. I heard many, many things said, through others. But each and every day that I wake up, every morning, I thank God because He's waking me up in order to see myself all over again. Not to recognize all the bad things that I go through, that I put myself through each and every day. He helps me to understand, can't nobody make things right for myself but me and God. And when I went through these meetings, these rehabs, and hear what the book has to say. The book is speaking. It was always speaking on I, not them, not this, not that. I. And right now, right here today, I know I can. I know I can because God gave me another day. God, He deals with my heart. He also deals with my mind. Starts with the heart and then the mind. With me, that is. I want to get up right now, go out there and give me a drink. I would do that because that's what I done made up in my mind, you know. But yet still, it comes down to I'm getting too old. I'm too old for the nonsense that I put myself through. And then not only that, my mother really do love me. And I'm sure everybody else's mother loved them too, you know. But yet still, it start right here with me. She always tell me, it's nobody's fault but yours. No, you're not crazy. No, you got plenty of sense. You made it this far. And I feel the pain, you know, the drugs, the drinking, people I done dealt with, people I felt that, you know, that was my friends. They consider as associates. And still, I got associates now. You all are my associates. You know, just to say. But yet still, all the pain is within me. It's not the outside of me. It's in me. It's in me. I feel it. Half the time I have to ask people to help me up because I know what I've done to myself. Did nobody push that stuff up on me. I did this. Each and every day, every moment, I thank God for the life He still gives me. I thank God for the people that He put in my life, that I can understand where they are now today and where I can be right now today. Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Ronnie went at it. Ron.
Resentment thing. I know a lot of us lost a lot of family. Right? And they turned their backs on us. Almost downtrodden, right? Against the grain. I hold a lot of resentment, man. I lost my mother in 2020 because of dementia and old age. You know, she was 75. But I had a chance to talk to her before she passed. I got out of prison, and my sister was her caretaker for 6 years or whatever before she passed. But she denied my request, man, to see my mom, right? It's at a restaurant. Can we meet at a restaurant? Well, she may have many strokes and too much excitement might be too much, right? So I said, okay. Well, I violated and went back to prison and did 5 years. And I still hold that, man. You know what I mean? But I'm still realistic about what's going on in my life because it's all about a choice, bro. I may, yes, I'm the youngest of the family, and I got started when I was a kid with my oldest. I mean, they're 10 and 12 years older than me, my brothers and sisters. So you know how that goes. I hold a lot of resentment for them turning their backs on me, man, because I went to prison and changed the name. You know what I mean? And they turn their backs on me and everything. Not even a letter, bro. How you doing, little brother? Are you okay? Nothing. 25, almost 30 years, man. 29 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from nobody. And I hold a lot of resentment. This shit is, it's really fucking me up. And excuse my language, it's really messing me up, man. You know what I mean? It really affected me. It has been for years. And, you know, I know it's my fault. But
That's it, brother. It stops right there. There's nothing after it's my fault.
yeah, I made my bed, mama said, and I got laid. I understand that. I'm a man. You know what I mean? But the feelings are still there. And it affects me. Carefully. There's a lot of things that we have to deal with, man. Face the reality, life on life's terms, man. You know, it's a hard thing sometimes. You know what I mean? We have to deal with what we built. We did this, man. You know, and that's the realization that helps me, man. But the feelings are still there. You know what I mean? I struggle with them every day. I cheer up at work. You know what I mean? Listening to my music and thinking, you know, it's a struggle. It really is. It's a real struggle. Resentment, you know? But I have to realize that I am the one who put me here. They didn't put me here. You know, I've done all the bad things to them. So how can I?
So I'm sorry, can I say something?
Yes.
I'm sorry. So for me, when I had the exact same situation, both, my stories and everybody that spoke, so I had to look at it, right? Okay, I've been gone however many times, no letters, no nothing, right? Okay, they left me stuck here, right? But no, they feel the same way. I left them and went to prison, right? I left them and went to prison. They didn't leave me in prison. You know, so they feel the same way, probably worse. That's why I don't hear from them or nothing. You know, so when I had to look at it that way and learn to be where my feet are at, because I can't change none of that, right? None of those people were here for me before, but I can look around the room today and look how many people here every day. You know what I mean? Today, those are what the tears come for. Tears of joy, you know, of thankfulness. I know it's a long way you got is to work through it, and it ain't just that easy. It's a lot easier said than done. But that's how it was put to me when I got here, right? Where you doing your that's it, period. Done. No justifying, no nothing. Same boat. If I could interject, I was about on the verge. They're gonna take my daughter. I couldn't see my daughter. This, that. You know, now that she was with me every day, all day, right? That's only through the principles, right? Of what does it say? The principles of being sober, considerate, helpful, regardless of what how anybody else acts. Then it gets a lot easier. Life gets easier, right? I just want to keep reading a little bit and get to this little passage presumably, if y'all don't mind. Okay. Of course, we all fall much below the standard many times, but we must try to repair the damage immediately, lest we pay the penalty by the screen. If there be divorce or separation, there should be no undue haste for the couple to get together. The man should be sure of his recovery. So, man, I'm fresh out of rehab. I want to get back with my baby mama, get a job, get it rolling, right? No, brother, that's a mistake over and over and over again in my life, right? The book tells me to slow down, and then further on it tells me to be sure in my recovery before I can take that step. The wife should fully understand my new ways. So if she don't understand, or if she's questioning me why I have to talk to my sponsor so much, or why I have to go to meetings that she don't understand my full way, so we're not lining up. I gotta cut that out of my life with all honesty. If they're old relationships, it is to be resumed. It must be on a better basis, since the former did not work. This means a new attitude and spirit all around. So this is like all dealing with anybody in our past. There has to be a new spirit all around. Sometimes it is to be the best interest of all concerned that a couple remain apart. Obviously, no rule can be laid down. Let the alcoholic continue his program day by day, right? Because that's all we got is day by day. When the time for living together has come, it will be apparent to both parties. Let no alcoholic say he cannot recover unless he has had his family back. This just isn't so. In some cases, the wife will never come back. The wife or whoever may never come back for one reason or another. Remind the prospect that his recovery is not dependent upon people. It is dependent upon his relationship with God. We have seen many men get well whose family have not returned at all. We have seen others slip when the family came back too soon. Both you and the new man must walk day by day in the path of spiritual progress. If you persist, remarkable things will happen. Man, I promise you, man, if you just persist on this path of this program, things will happen that you never thought could happen. You know, your life will be better. You don't have to take it from me. But we gotta step up and take some action. You know, anybody want to say anything on what we read?
No, but I would like to say something that he spoke on earlier.
Go ahead and say.
As far as what you said,
I think they call that cross-talk.
you're good.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just-
Y'all go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm good.
I was just thinking out loud.
No,
You
you're
want to
right.
say
You're
something?
right.
Say.
I should be doing it.
I did it. I first. I did it.
You're right, though.
Yes, sir.
I'm magnificent, so bad.
What's up,
Man,
man?
I like to speak about me.
Okay.
But it's I thing.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no us thing, so I don't know what y'all did in y'all life. But it's just changed your life. That's about the past. Gonna tell you this story, bro. Ruby, for no mother-in-law, Ruby, mother-in-law, two sons died. Ruby Lewis and her sister-in-law, they Lewis died. And they were going to another country. And when Ruby and her mother-in-law going, the other sister-in-law say, I'm going the other way. And so mother-in-law told Ruby to go on by her, no, go on too. No, Ruby said, no, I'm going with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when people don't be in your life, don't want to be in your life, they ain't meant for you. They go for mama kids and all. I got kids don't mess with me. I don't even worry about, I don't let them worry me. Because I read my Bible. Once you read your Bible, you get the understanding of what God put in your life, you get all that worry away out of you. So when you get worried and stressed out, it will lead you to that, back to that old habit. Because you still got the old habit in your brain. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, when Ruby sat there and went with her mother-in-law, and her mother-in-law thought they were gonna do bad, but when she went out there to the field, started picking up feed, and the man who she wanted, who she down the line when she married was a millionaire. He owned the field. He sat there and told the other dude, like, drop some seeds down for her. So I'm saying, just put some down. When she went out there, she going home with more faster than she could. So I'm saying, if she wouldn't have went the other way, you know what I'm saying, she would have been lost. So sometimes we got to sit there, don't let it be. If mama don't want to mess with you, or dad don't want to mess with you, wife don't want to mess with you, that means they ain't meant for you. God, the Bible tells you these things. You better read the Old Testament to the New Testament. Just not jump in the New Testament. You read the Old Testament, you will know these things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't stress. Stress is a worry. Worry and stress is 220. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry. You know what I'm saying? No, God in your life, when you open your heart up and accept Jesus Christ, I did. 18 to 9. I go out there and, you know, in the middle of anybody doing anything. It ain't gonna be no problem to me because that ain't me no more. I'm gonna tell them, good girl, don't do it. You're gonna die, you're gonna come to jail. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see dude came to jail just using it. You know what I'm saying? Got more time than one selling it, so no. Start thinking about you. Them people living their life. When they get out, they see that light shining at you, seeing that you're doing a good or better deed, then they're gonna start going to you. Don't turn them down because they did all you want them down. Accept them and tell them about what how God did for you, how house did for you, what the people that you talked to did for you and gave you the courage to change your way. Because I appreciate this, man. I done been through 12 places. You know what I'm saying? You know, I sold more drugs than I used drugs. You know what I'm saying? I stopped selling drugs and using drugs by looking at the people's the TV. When you think about how you was living, you drive there right now and see how the people living now. They shit like, man, I don't want to live on no breed. I don't want to be walking with no sign. God gonna put a woman in your life. He gonna give you something to comfort you. That way he made man and woman for. Made a woman for you to comfort. So he gonna send somebody in your life straight. Then forget about the past. Forget about them won't see your past now. You don't want to deal with me, oh well. No, that's heavy, that's a little weight off my back. You know what I'm saying? But you keep on stressing about it, that's why you suicide, but they kill on you back and stress the rest of your life. For real, I'm telling the truth. I don't see them happy. I don't see people who got out of jail and burn the house down on the kids and the old lady and go jump off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that was stress due to you. They would have lived in the past, thinking about the past all the time due to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't know, bro. I love y'all, man, but wow, I love a lot.
Not only you right.
There you go, G. So basically what you said was like in real words, but like just you basically put it in your own words what the book says right here. When we look back, we realize that the things which came to us when we put ourselves in God's hands, right? Because we're talking about we don't worry because we put ourselves in God's hands, right? Things just come to us. We're better than anything we could have planned for. Follow the dictates of a higher power, and you will presently live in a new and wonderful world, no matter what your present circumstances. So you're talking about you're grateful, you're happy to be here in this right here, right now, in this present world, right? So everything you just said lines up with what the book said. That's perfect in your own man.
I ain't never read the book.
That's man.
I ain't him up with that film because so why you all working at me, bro? You know what I'm saying? And thank you, G.
Amen.
Anybody else want to have anything to share? Come on, man. Somebody's life might depend on you speaking up, man.
Regarding I just want to say I value this community. I value the opportunity to get my life here and become a member of society. Today I'm looking for solutions, not problems. And that's all I have to say.
You're headed in the right direction, bro.
My name is Wiley, man. So look at it. I look at life totally different now, man. Take it real serious and everything now, and I try to just let other people know that, man, it's time for us to, get our life back. We all have knowledge and everything. We smart and intelligent. Try to comfort other people when I speak, man, to take advantage of it and take advantage of life. Look at your life and look at the situation that you're in. In order for you to get out of that situation, you gotta put it in work. I just I look at where I'm gonna be at year 26, year 27, and how I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be broke. That's not my goal. My goal is to have something built up by year 27, year 28, year 29, year 30. Life that God give me every day, man.
You know, I have thought of recovery way in the back, man. You know, I'm in recovery. I've done that, and I'm sober. And that's what I look at sober every day of my life. Every day being sober, every day. I just try to tell other people, man, you know, just put your life back on track. Put your life back on track. And just pray that y'all put your life back on track the same way I'm putting mine back on track. So that's it.
Thank you, Walter.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank you, Walter.
My name is Kevin. I'm a cousin, man.
Kevin?
And I wake up every morning, man, and think about the life I live. I think about I went back out there and relax. And I see why my family ain't been there for me. I see why they ain't been there for me. I wouldn't been there for me myself. The only thing I want to do, man, is sober up, in my own place, doing my own thing, man. And I don't want to die. I don't want to die in one of these places. I want to be clean and sober, living out there, going outside, me. Coming here when I want to come here.
That's right.
I don't want to die like this. This is it. Get to recover, man. Do what you can out to recover. For me, that's what I want to do. Do what I can out of it, man, and move on.
That's right.
My family, talk to is cool. I don't talk to is still cool. More important than you to recover. Me being clean and sober. Family gonna fall off, and gonna fall back on. That's just life. I look at, you know, I put my mother, I put my dad, I look at, I put my brother and sister, I put my kids, my wife. Look at all what I done did to them. I don't look at what they did to me. They ain't gonna let me. I did this. I brought all this about to myself. So I can't be myself. I can't be selfish. To blame nobody but myself. What I'm going through, I know one thing, man, I'm come through this.
Anybody else have a burning desire?
I'll say something real quick, man. Okay. My name is Adrian. I make no short, man. Yeah, I live in Florida, Texas, California, trying to work my addiction. I see a lot of people moving steps and book over there, big book comfort, man. A lot of high users, sugar, bad sugar, heroin, and not pay attention to the whole life. And I know a good many people, man, they do this program, man. They're honestly clean. Every kid for years, my people, 10, 12, 15, 20 years in this program. But I want to say something, you know, my dad's first generation, you know what I'm saying, he's from Mexico. And he got the saying when he said, it's like honest, you know, it's kind of like, just get it done for us as men. That separates us from men from women, because women, they need more support, they need this, and they need that, but us as men, you know, it's just us, we don't need nobody else. Yeah, we need the program, but basically what I'm saying, us as a man, you gonna get it done or you're not. That's what it comes down to. No matter you're dope fiend, you from this hood, from that hood, you from the country, you from the city, man. Us as a man, that's so great about being a man, because you're gonna get it done regardless if you need to get it done. And that's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dope fiend. I'm in the that's all I got to say. You're right.
Somebody have the promises?
The promises, right here. Read the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Promises.
Who are you?
My name's Fabian.
What's up,
I'm an addict. Clean date, January 27, 26.
Right on.
The promises, I'm from Hobbs, New Mexico, coming out of Odessa, Texas.
I'm sorry.
If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, you will be amazed. Before we are halfway through, we are going to know a new freedom and new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the world with serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our attitude and outlook upon life. Will change. Fear of people and of economics, insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to battle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are promises fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work them.
All right, we'll circle up, pray out.
Did the basket already go around?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the basket.
The two slips that are in there are up there on top of the chip. Hold on.
You want this paper?
Yes, sir. Up there. That red photo over there, please. Up there by the two. Yeah, just sit right there. That work.
I bet she keeps you on your toes, huh?
All the time. All right, who wants to take this out?
Who's large and in charge?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Big back, coming up.
I'm just kidding.